Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona. And normally I go live on Tuesday mornings at 8:30. Currently we're in Mountain Time. But guess what? Today is Wednesday. Yesterday our internet service provider was having a service outage, and so I didn't even dare go live because I didn't know when it was going to go out or come back on. So I am here this morning. Thank you, Tammy, for popping in. I am going to be featuring, hello, Nikki. Good to see you. I'm going to be featuring a set from Stampin' Up's January through June 2022 mini catalog that went live last week. And as a demonstrator, we were able to get some of the things early, and our team actually did a swap with them. So in addition to the card that I'm going to show you how to make, or that I've made, I will share all the swaps from our team, and they are gorgeous. So let me pop you down to my workspace and we will get started. The suite that I am referring to is the Heart and Home Suite Collection. You can find it beginning on page 58 of the catalog. If you don't have a catalog, give me a shout. If you're not currently working with another demonstrator, I'd love to send you one in the mail. This is just the mega suite. It has 2 stamp sets, 2 dies, coordinating all kinds of really exciting things. But what I'm going to be focusing on today is the stamp set, the Blessings of Home, with the coordinating Flowers of Home dies. Like I said, there's the stamp set. There's a thank you, have a perfect birthday, we can get through anything together, beautiful day for love, you are a blessing to everyone around you. And then these flower images that are great for coloring, or they just really stand alone on their own. And then there is a coordinating die set that, looks like I opened mine the sideways. But you'll see that a couple of the dies, they'll coordinate directly with these images here. And then there are some other flowery images that you can add as well. The designer series paper is pretty cool. It has the floral images on one side, and then it has the wood grain on the other, and that's just really, I love that. There's one, and then another wood grain. Let's see, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, those are some of the colors in here. There's another one of the wood images. Misty Moonlight's also a color, one of my faves. So there's the Misty Moonlight piece. And another of the wood grain piece, and one with all the bees on it. Cinnamon Ciders, another color, Pale Papaya. So lots of fun coordination with that different kind of a wood piece. So lots of different ways to be able to use this designer series paper. You know, if you're not a flower fan, but I know a lot of people are flower fans. So that is the designer series paper. I think we've covered all of those pieces. The other items that I have from it, I haven't gotten everything yet, but the suite also has some classic matte dots and some doilies, 3 different color doilies, as well as the denim ribbon. So we have that with it. And again, it's just a great mega suite with lots and lots of possibilities with all those sentiments. So let me show you some of the cards that our team made for the swap, and then I will make one that I just designed this week. So this card is created by Sue Strong. Good morning, Sandy. Thanks for popping in. Good morning, Christine. So you can see Sue used uh, the designer series paper, the wood portion, did a little bit of coloring. What a beautiful day for love. I see the stitched rectangles in there as well. All right, this one also uses the designer series paper. Lori, this is from Lori Koch, and designer series paper. The Stitch So Sweetly dies, and look at that cute little bee there using that garden green, and the thank you sentiment. All right, have a perfect birthday. I'll peek inside to see who created this one. Oh, Nikki. Nikki was just on. Good morning, Wendy. Thanks for popping on. I'm showing the Blessings of Home stamp set in its coordinating dies. Some of the swaps that our team did for our on-stage virtual gathering. Designer series paper again with the birthday sentiment. This next card is from Gina. And Gina used that Pale Papaya shimmer vellum, which is gorgeous, and did some copper embossing on the front with that thank you sentiment and the matte black dots. Hey, Kimberly, thanks for popping in from Woodbury. Good morning. This card is done by Sandy Lloyd. She uses that denim ribbon. And here you can see how you don't have to color in that great big flower. You can just use the image itself, and she used a little bit of designer series paper as well. Good morning, Andrea. Thanks for popping in. Here is a card. This is from Brace. So she just colored in some of the flowers using Highland Heather, some really fun ribbon. Brought in a lot of different elements from some other stamp sets and things and dies from the annual catalog. These are the tailored tags. This is a fun card by Dawn. Just on the front, you can tell she colored in the flower and cut it out and used the designer series paper, but it's one of those kind of stand-up. I know there's a name for it, and I know she worked really hard on that fun fold. So she also used that wood grain designer series paper that's on the other side of the flowers. Okie doke. And let's see, this card is done by Beth Doty. The designer series paper, the Pale Papaya ribbon. That's an in color. A pinwheel, thank you. I know you were probably helping her make some of those. I know that. And then she stamped on the back of this and then used an embossing folder on that as well. All right, and here I have names on all these. This is by Monica. So again, you don't have to color that flower. It's beautiful without. Die cut it. There's some Wink of Stella on there. You can't see it. And then the designer series paper, as well as an embossing folder in the back. So lots of really fun, creative ideas here. Let's see, I think this is Sandy. So Sandy uses the, I believe that's real red background, but with the black and the, you did not help her with those cards. That was a lot of work, but they turned out really nice. In this card from Sandy, she did color in the flower here. Another great example. All right, let's see. This card is from Brenda. More designer series paper from the package. You can see all the different, how everybody used the designer series paper differently and then colored in the flowers as they chose. All the different sentiments that everybody chose to use as well. All righty. And let's see, who do we have here? I love it. I try to get everybody to put their name in it so I can give them proper credit. This is from Ginger Borneman, using the Timber 3D embossing folder, the designer series paper, the fresh freesia ribbon, and coloring in the flower there. And this is... Lisa. And Lisa used white embossing powder on Night of Navy, one of my favorite colors, and then cut a die for the message. Very pretty with that white embossing. This one, I did not have a name on it, but soft suede, and turning that into a sympathy card, which using some of those die cuts as well. And then this is the card that I made for the swap. Can you tell I like Night of Navy? But I paired Night of Navy with Very Vanilla. Wanted to make a real clean and simple card. Embossing folder, stitched so sweetly. I did color some of the Stampin' Up's pearls to match that. So there you go. Now the card that I'm going to share with you today, I've been seeing a lot of cards on Pinterest and on Facebook lately that have these fun uses of designer series paper, the little, just little snippets, little pieces where you don't, put a whole big piece on it. So I wanted to try that with this card and the stamp set, The Blessings of Home. So this long piece here measures 5 1/16, and then each of these two little pieces measures 1 7/8 by 2.5. So think about the designer series paper I showed earlier in the video, and all the other patterned papers that are double-sided, and all the different ways that you could use that to design your card. So there's a Pale Papaya that's 5 1/4 by 4, and then the Fresh Freesia base with some ribbon, and those come from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. And the only thing I forgot to put on was some bling, so we'll do that here as well. So I have my stamp I'll put onto my block with my Pale Papaya. And I'm just going to ink that up. Sometimes with the bigger block, I like to ink from the top just to get some good coverage. And I'm going to we're not going to get the whole stamp with this, that's for sure, because it's so big. But I just wanted it to have a background for the sentiment. I'm going to just press down evenly and firmly. And yes, our swap was really fun. I think we had 16 people participate. It's always fun to see what all different people do with the same supplies. We all are so different and have inspiration come from everywhere that it's just so fun to see and to just get good ideas, layouts, and use of paper. The other coordinating color in this is garden green, so I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm going to practice just once to see how that is. That's why I put that on my grid paper. All right. And let's get it straight. Good morning, Kay. Thanks for popping in. I'm on a different day because I didn't have internet yesterday, so I had to do something else. But there we go. And the great thing about it is that you can always watch the Facebook Live on a replay, and I always put it onto my YouTube channel. Thanks for sharing as well. All right, so let's grab this is our base, our Pale Papaya, and there's my 1 7/8 by 5/16, if you need to see that. And then this was 1 7/8 by 2.5, and it doesn't really matter where you put those, kind of wherever your little heart desires. I could switch those out and no one would ever be the wiser. So let's get some adhesive. And I'll just use my Stampin' Seal Plus. And you could even use the wood grain background. That's versatile. I know I like those for more masculine or neutral images. I'm just going to eye that up too. So just like that. And so, yeah, there's a lot of different designs of these going around. And if you're like me, you have a lot of designer series paper. And it's just so fun to say, oh, because they all, you know, Stampin' Up's all coordinates. When you pick up the package of Designer Series paper, on the back it lists all the coordinating colors. So when you grab those out of your supplies, you know that you're going to be successful because those colors all coordinate. They've been put together by Stampin' Up so that you're able to really maximize your supplies and make everything work well. So I have this Pale Papaya Open Weave ribbon. Pale Papaya is one of our in colors. I love this ribbon. And I did, this is for, last week I did, sometimes I'll do a fake bow, a faux bow. Today I'm going to do a real bow. And someone had commented that I changed my bows and they wanted to see how I did it. I don't really have a secret, but here goes. And probably today I won't be able to do it on camera, but I just make it come from the back. And I know I probably use too much ribbon, but you know what, you do what you need to do to make it work. And I can always trim it off and then use the pieces later. But I try to just hang on real tight, get it as taut as I can without ripping the cardstock, and then just tying that there. And then what's nice is I haven't used any adhesive to put it down, so I can move it wherever I want, and I know I need it in that left hand, and I know that I can take the, I keep pulling on the wrong end. I can pull on the ends to change the size of each of my bow. And I won't trim it until I get it right on the card. All right, so I will bring in my, this is my Fresh Freesia base, and I'll put some adhesive on the back. I do like my Stampin' Seal Plus. It seems to work really well for me. I know there are lots of adhesive choices. Sometimes I love glue dots too. All right, and that goes just on there. So that Pale Papaya was a 5 1/4 by 4. And I have my Stampin' Dimensionals. I am going to pop up this Stitch So Sweetly piece. I'll put 4 dimensionals on the back. I like to put them at the top and the bottom, and then so it straddles the ribbon, so it's not, if it's not hooked on the ribbon and wiggling, that's preferable for me. So I'll try to put it right in the middle. And then I do want to pop up this one too. You could just go flat, but you could pop up whatever you know what, it's just whatever you feel like that day. And maybe if you have to mail it, you don't want that bulk, so you do glue dots. All right. And then that just fits just neatly in there. I also have a 5 1/4 by 4 piece for the inside, and let's grab my flower stamp, and we'll do just a little bit of decoration on the inside. Of course, I just stuck my finger in the ink. Nothing new. And I'll just put that just right down here in the corner before we put it on. I also grabbed the envelope. I'm usually in such a hurry, I don't do the inside or the envelope, but I have some time, so I'll do a little bit of decorating. Pretty up the package a little bit. Okay. And there we have a coordinating card and envelope. All that we need to do is put our inside. So has anybody gotten this set and played with it? Good morning, Beth. We just showed one of your cards. We were using the Blessings of Home today. All right. And then I guess on this card I told I forgot to put bling. Oh, and let's trim our ribbon. And we also have some of these in color jewels, so let's not waste those. Let's use those to get my pick tool out. So that we have all the Magenta Madness and the, let's see, the Fresh Freesia. Oh, which one should we use? Let's do that. And they'll just pick it off. And you can put them anywhere you want on your card. Okay. Alrighty. And there we are. We have the card for today using the Blessings of Home stamp set and the coordinating elements from Stampin' Up's January through June mini catalog. Like I said, if you don't have one and you're not currently working with the demonstrator, give me a holler and I'll get one in the mail. Also, remember, Celebration is going on through February 28th. So for every $50 and $100 purchases before tax and shipping, you get to choose a free exclusive stamp set or designer series paper. So be sure to take advantage of that. Thanks, Mary Kay, for popping on. We just finished making a card and showing some card samples. So be sure to watch the replay. Hi, Barb. Thanks for popping in. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching today. I will be back on my regular day on my Tuesday next week, barring any other internet outages. Tuesday at 8:30 Mountain Time. Have a great rest of the weekend, and take care, everyone. Thanks for watching and supporting me. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.